Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger. And as y'all can see, man, by the looks of the title and the screen, today I am bringing y'all the first ever and most rare two-way shot creator build with over 100 badges out of the small forward position. Now I'm telling y'all, with this build, you're going to be able to maintain the defense, the shooting like a play shot, as well as the dribbling. And then on top of all that, we are also going to be able to get contact dunks and again, over 100 badges, y'all. So, before we get any further into the video, man, I just gotta say thank God for giving me this opportunity. And I mean this every time that I say it. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. But man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join RGF, the Rich Gang family, man, go ahead and turn on post notifications. But do not forget to hit that like button, y'all. Let's go ahead and get 50 big likes on this banger. Be sure to share it with your family and friends. And man, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about and get into the making of this two-way shot creator build. So, the very first thing that y'all want to go ahead and do is, of course, if y'all were paying attention, put this build under the small forward position. That is easily going to be the best position to make this build out of. And then, when it comes down to the height, weight, and the wingspan, for the height, I normally would go with 6'7", but for this build, I'm going to be going with 6'6", y'all. Now, weight I'm going to go with is going to be 180, and then as for the wingspan, I'm going to go ahead and put this to 7'1". I really like the body shape of build on this build, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and rock with. But now, when it comes down to these stats, please be sure that y'all follow along exactly as I show y'all. So, let's go ahead and start it off with the finishing. We're going to go with a close shot of 77. When it comes down to the driving layup, we're going to put this up to an 86. And then when it comes down to the driving dunk, we're going to be able to get the pro contact dunks on this build. So go ahead and put this all the way up to exactly an 85. Now, the standing dunk is going to be there as well. Put this up to a 67. And as y'all can see, we already got 25 badges when it comes down to the finishing side of things. Now, for the mid-range and the three-pointer, you can actually max both of these out, but in order to maintain 100 badges, what I'm going to go ahead and do is put the mid-range shot to an 86, three-point shot to an 82, and then as for the free throw, put that to a 60, and we're going to be able to get 27 shooting badges. Now, let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. Pass accuracy, 73. Ball handle, we're actually going to go ahead and put this up to an 83. Then from there, with the speed with ball, I'm going to go ahead and put this up to an 83 as well. Now, you can max out the ball handle if you want, just to get the pro dribble moves. This is the way that I decided to go about it because, personally, I feel like for my playstyle, I don't need pro dribble moves in order to be able to dribble. But again, if you want to, go ahead and make your own adjustments. Now, when it comes down to the defense, interior, going to be a 57. Perimeter defense, going to be an 85. Our steal, 78. Block, going to be a 70. And then when it comes down to that defensive rebound, I'm going to put this up to an 81. Offensive rebound, we are not finished with it yet. We're still going to be able to maintain 23 badges on this build. But just remember, all you got to do in order to hit that is really just go ahead and put up that offensive rebound up to a 57. And as y'all can see, we get 23 badges already. Going to be over exactly 100 badges, and then get the +4 from college, making it over 100 in total. Now, when it comes to the physicals, here is where you take a minor hit on things. Our speed, 83, acceleration, 78, vertical must be a 70 to get the pro contact dunks. And then if you want to go ahead and max out the stamina to the max, you definitely can do so, or you can make your own adjustments right here, making it the speed to an 84, 79 acceleration. You can put it into anything, and even if you feel like you want to get more of the stamina, you can definitely lower your free throw and then put the rest of whatever you take off into the stamina. That is just something that I have been noticing a lot of people have been talking about. So just remember, if you want to get more stamina, go ahead and make your own adjustments, or you can even lower the free throw and then put the rest of what you take off back into the stamina, y'all. But as you can see with the badges that we're going to be able to get on this build, you really aren't lacking anything in any area of the floor when it comes down to the offensive and defensive side of ball. So if you want to, you can really max out that shooting as well. But for my personal opinion, I truly believe that it is not going to be necessary to do that, because it is so easy to shoot this here both on current as well as next gen. As long as you find a jumper that you can time right, go ahead and pick that one and then leave it as is. But let's go ahead and check out these takeovers. As y'all can see, we get the slashing, shot creating, sharpshooting, and then we also get the lockdown, which makes this build even more versatile on the defensive end. For my preference, I have to say, yes, the slashing is a really good takeover to pick, but just to upgrade the shooting, getting a +10 with that takeover activated, y'all, I would really go ahead and consider one of two for the first one. Ankle breaking shots or spot at precision or even limitless range, y'all. For me, I really feel like ankle breaking shots is a super fun takeover to use this here. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and go with. And then when it comes down to the second one, I would highly consider picking one of the lockdown takeovers. I'm actually going to go ahead and say that for my preference, I'm going to go with extreme clamps. You can pick it based off what you want. But now as y'all can see, man, we have made the first ever two-way shot creator build with over 100 badges, y'all. Now before we get into the badges, let's go ahead and take a couple close considerations at what this build will be looking like at 99. Once you add boost, which is a +4, then run with teammates that are going to be having floor general as well as defensive leader, another +4, so +8 in total. So technically, all of these stats right here, besides the physicals, you can go ahead and add a +8. But then we got to go ahead and take into consideration the takeover that we picked. So I decided to go with shot creating, which is going to upgrade the shooting. So with that +8, both the mid-range and the three-point shot are going to be 99 because of the +10 from the shot creating takeover. Same thing will apply if you decided to pick the slashing or even the sharp shooting. That's going to apply to the shooting. But then on the defensive end, y'all, for this build in takeover, you're going to have a 99 perimeter defense. Then as for the steal, this will be in the 90s. Block is going to be in the high 80s, but then when it comes down to the defensive rebound, this is going to be in the high 90s as well. So when it comes down to this build, a really sneaky lockdown build, especially even if you double up on that lockdown takeover. Enhanced jump shot contest and extreme clamps honestly will be a wave if you decide to double up on them. Really, it's going to make you so much better of a defender. And then if you decide to go with the slashing, you have the potential of getting a 99 driving layup as well as the driving dunk. So just something to consider there. But now let's go ahead and get into these badges. We got 25 that we're going to be able to work with for the shooting. So first, I'm going to go with silver posterizer as well as fearless finisher. 2 gold badges that I'm going to throw on: gold limitless takeoff as well as unstrippable. From there, I'm also going to go ahead and throw on bronze lob city finisher, silver slithery finisher, and then Hall of Fame pro touch, y'all. Again, imagine what this build is going to be looking like if you decided to go with double offensive takeovers and pick the slashing. But now let's go ahead and get into the shooting. We got 27 that we're going to be able to work with here. So for me, I'm going to go with Hall of Fame sniper. Then from there, I'm going to go with bronze volume shooter, silver deadeye, as well as green machine, and then blinders. From here, a lot of wealth is going to be spread out. I'm going to go with bronze catch and shoot, bronze clutch shooter, silver corner specialist, and then for the very last couple, I'm going to go ahead and put on silver limitless spot up, and then for the very last one, I'm going to go with bronze stop and pop. But now let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. Another 25 badges that we're going to be able to work with here. So the first two that I would really consider if you're looking to go with strictly the ones that are going to be most important, I'm going to go with gold quick first step. And then again, you cannot forget about the second or even the first most important badge on this game, handles for days. I would say stop and go is very useful depending on the type of player you are. For me, you can leave it off, but again, if you feel like putting it on, that is another really good badge to throw on. From there, I'm gonna go with gold quick chain, silver hyperdrive, then the 2 most important bronze badges, bullet passer as well as bailout. Now we got 6 more remaining, so I'm gonna go with bronze unpluckable. You can throw on needle threader if you want to, or even upgrade unpluckable to your liking. But again, just remember, as long as you go with the setup that you are most comfortable with, I promise you everything is going to work out. So I'm gonna go with gold triple threat juke, and then bronze. Either you could go with stop and go or any other badge based off of your preference. But now let's go ahead and get into the defense, y'all. So we got a good amount of badges that we're going to be able to work with here. 23 on the defensive end. I'm going to go ahead and start it off with Silver Intimidator, Rebound Chaser, Chase Down Artist, and then I'm going to go with Bronze Rim Protector, Hall of Fame Hustler, Gold Clamps, Bronze Interceptor, Tireless Defender, and then for the very last one, this should be based on your own preference. For me, I would say there's a couple different ones that I would consider, but I'm actually going to go ahead and put it on Worm. And this is the setup that I would go with when it comes down to the badges. We're going to end it off with 25 finishing. Then we get 27 shooting as well. Cannot forget about the playmaking. We get 25 there and then 23 defensive. Again, I just hope y'all just know that I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I thank y'all. All glory goes to God. Shout out to him for being able to just put me in this position to have you in my life, as well as, again, just be able to share this word with y'all, man. I just want y'all to know that I love y'all. I appreciate y'all with all that I can say. But, man, I got more bangers dropping this weekend. Double uploads are back. So, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join RGF, the Rich Gang family, go ahead and turn on post notifications. But do not forget to hit that like button, man. Let's go ahead and get 50 likes on this banger of a build. Be sure to share it with your family and friends. And, man, last but not least, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.